कि USB यूज़ नहीं करते। आप फोटोकॉपियर को गए कुछ कॉपीज कर दें तो आपके वो स्टूडेंट जल्दी से बना
The topic of my today's presentation is assessment procedure. I, waseem iqbal, roll number 142, will give you an overview of the topic as well as my fellow group member, ovais, malik, to put light on the remaining part of the presentation. Introduction first. Assessment is act through which the taxable income is determined. The whole process in finalizing of assessment is termed as assessment procedure. Steps in the assessment procedure. Filing of return of total income. The issuance of assessment order. Payment of tax payable and then scrutinizing the return and the documents. Filing of return of total income. Section 114, subsection 1. Following are required to file return. Every company is required to file return. Every individual or association of person whose income exceeds the maximum amount. Any non-profit organization as
इनकी क्या है maximum non-taxable limit? Individual and it will be
1 lakh. 1 lakh.
1 lakh and 50,000.
1 lakh. अभी हमने पढ़ा था।
Any non-profit organization as defined in section 2, subsection 36. Any welfare institution approved under clause 58 of part 1, second schedule. Every person who has been charged to tax for any two preceding year. Every person who claims a loss carried forward for a tax year. Every person who fulfills any of following conditions. Number 1, owns immovable property with area of 250 square yards or more. Number 2, owns any flat located in the limits of municipal committee or cantonment board. Furnishing of a statement instead of return. Section 115, subsection 4. A person is not required to file a return of his income if his total income is derived from such sources that are taxable as a separate block or final tax regime. He is only required to furnish to the Commissioner of Income Tax statement on the prescribed form. Examples of such income are dividend from resident employer, royalty and fee for technical services, income from property, export proceeds realization, transport business, tax on imports, price on price bonds and billing. Note, because under all cases the tax deducted at source is taken as final discharge of tax liability. Commissioner's power to require statement. Section 115, subsection 5, subsection 6.
Subsection 5. Again.
Section 6, sir.
Clause 6.
Clause 6.
ये कुछ गलत लिखा है उसमें क्लॉज तो
सर क्लॉज तो वो होती है
चलेगा
अल्फा
दोनों सबसेक्शन ठीक है
Any person to furnish prescribed statement.
लेकिन ये दो इस तरह से ना लिखे वो सेक्शन
सर एंड
कॉमा
तेरी बारी आ गई
He may require any person to furnish a prescribed statement for a year or more than last 5 years. If of the opinion that the person was required to furnish return and has not furnished them, A notice shall be issued to file not less than 30 days. Conditions applicable to the return. Section 114, subsection 2. The return of income shall fulfill the following conditions. It shall be in the prescribed form. It shall fully state all the relevant information. It shall contain a declaration of the record kept by the taxpayer. The return shall be signed by person. Filing of return electronically. E-filing. A return of income filed electronically by taxpayer shall also be deemed as return filed by him. The return is filed electronically on the web or through any other magnetic media. The media should be such which is recognized by the board. Wealth statement, section 116. The Commissioner of Income Tax is empowered to require any taxpayer to furnish a wealth statement within a time period as specified in the notice. The statement should contain the following information: total assets and liabilities on that date, total assets and liabilities of dependents, any asset transferred by him to any other person during the period, detail of the expenses the taxpayer and his dependents. Method of furnishing of return, section 180. By registered post to authorized officer. Number 2, by delivering the return by hand to the officer. Number 3, by courier service. By electronic filing is furnishing of return on demand. Commissioner of Income Tax may issue a notice to any person requiring him to furnish a return of income for any tax year. Notice may be issued to a person who is in the opinion of the Commissioner of Income Tax chargeable to tax under any provision of the law, required to furnish a return of income under section
142 above. Okay, next.
Till now we have discussed the steps involved in the settlement procedure and the filing of return and etc. Coming to the demand of return for a period of less than 12 months, the Commissioner of Income Tax may require a person to furnish the return under the following conditions. What are that conditions? The person has died, the person has become bankrupt, the person has gone into liquidation, the person is about to leave Pakistan, any other appropriate reason. Then comes the assessment. Here are the two options where return of income is complete and where the return of income is not complete. Where the return of income is complete, it shall be treated as assessment order issued by Commissioner of Income Tax. Second, the taxable income in return shall be considered as assessed income. Then where the return of income is not complete, the Commissioner of Income Tax will point out the deficiency and give time to remove it. The notice shall not be issued after the end of financial year. If taxpayer has complied as per notice, then it shall be treated as complete return. Then coming to the best judgment assessment, where the Commissioner of Income Tax may make an assessment of taxpayer himself under some provisions. If the taxpayer has failed to furnish a return of income, if the taxpayer being a non-resident ship owner has failed to file a return, if a non-resident aircraft owner has failed to file a return, if a person has failed to file the wealth statement. Then comes the amended assessment. What is amended assessment? If a person files a return and if there is error or omission, then it becomes necessary to make modifications. This modification is known as amended assessment. Assessment of discontinued business. Where a person discontinues his business, he is required to give notice to the Commissioner of Income Tax of such discontinuance of business within 15 days. Second, furnish a return of his income for periods starting to end of business, and this is treated as a separate tax year. Then the assessment of succession to business. Where any other person has succeeded the business of a person and the other person continues to carry on that business, then assessment shall be made as the predecessor shall be assessed for the period up to the date on which the succession took place. The successor shall be assessed for the income of a period after the date of succession. Then the assessment of persons about to leave Pakistan. A person leaving Pakistan is required to intimate to the Commission of Income Tax.
Sir, any up next after you remember? 1 2 3 4.